So welcome everyone. We have another great before and after. Hey Chris, pleasure to see you. Calling straight from India, right?
Right. And let me first tell you, it's an absolute pleasure to actually meet you.
Oh.
At least Skype. You wouldn't believe what I've been through. I've actually tried a lot of diet plans, a lot of exercises, a lot of different types of workouts. Nothing actually worked for me. It was until I think 11 months from now. I was actually at my peak about 11 months from prior. So I was at like about 282 pounds.
282 pounds?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was actually diagnosed for high blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And my LDL was through the roof. My triglycerides were through the roof. I was actually admitted in hospital. I was put on a bunch of medication, and the doctors actually gave me, a lot of medication. I actually take more medication than my parents put together, and they're in their 60s. So I was under a high, real strong dosage of medication, and then
like diabetes medication?
Not diabetes. I was actually for cholesterol and high blood pressure. So my blood pressure was about 170 by 100. That was the highest recorded blood pressure when I was admitted in the hospital. And the doctors put me on some, sort of carbohydrates diet, and some things that I actually didn't like they asked me to eat a lot of cucumber, and it actually didn't sound like I was eating much, and I was actually literally fed up with the food I was eating. It was really pathetic. 2 months into all of the medication and the diet that the doctor actually gave me, I went online and I started looking at what causes blood pressure, because the best part is they actually couldn't even diagnose what caused my BP to shoot up. It could be the extra weight that I have. So after that, I actually somehow found your videos, and I started listening to literally 90% of them. I've actually covered 90% of all your videos.
Impressive.
Right from when you've actually started off small scale, right up to now, I have the video notification. So anytime you upload a new video, I get to watch that. So I'm actually currently down at 193 pounds.
Wow.
I've lost 88 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done.
So no biscuits, crackers, pastas, pancakes, waffles, rice, the way you say it. So all of that, I've actually cut down on all of that. I initially used to go 3 meals. And I was actually put, when I was in hospital, I was on a sort of a 6-meal diet plan. It was like I was always eating, and then after that, I actually read about insulin resistance and how that actually would help. So I started off with 3. So we'll have a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner, and then I actually on some of the videos you said if you're not hungry, just don't eat. When I get up in the morning, I actually get up late because I work like late shifts. I work from 1 to 10 in the night, so I work kind of late shifts. So I get up in the morning, and I'm actually not hungry that time. So what I do is I've also seen all of your exercise suggestions. So I do those these high intensity long interval workouts. So I have those in place, and after that I'm hungry, say about 11ish, about 11, and that's when I have my first meal, and that meal is like with loads of fats, healthy fats. Like almonds, something with some sort of fish fried with coconut oil, eggs, something that's actually loaded with fat, and these 7 cups of vegetables, of course. Let's not forget that. So my mom's actually she makes me this huge salad with apple cider vinegar. That's also supposed to be very good, as we mentioned in quite a bit of the videos. So the apple cider vinegar is what I also use as like salad dressing, apart from salt and pepper, so it gives that very tangy taste. And we Indians, we love our spices, so add a little spice in there, and then so that, and I have dairy as well. So just curd, so that as well keeps me going until the next meal. So and then I have my the next meal. I'm actually not hungry for today. I'm like literally full for day, and then I have my meal at say about 7:30. I have something light in the night, and then once I'm done with work, I'm back home. I do a little sort of breathing exercise. I take a little walk. So I actually didn't start this way. I mean, it took me some time to get adapted to this style that you explained in your videos. I was actually too heavy. I mean, 282 pounds. I couldn't run. I couldn't do any sort of strenuous workouts. The videos where you jump on these logs. I actually literally had to do the ground level walking first, and after ground level walking, I felt a little confident about going for a little sort of 20-second jog, and then walk again. So and then after that, I was able to 3 months down the line, I was able to actually sprint for about 10 seconds. So
wow.
it gradually.
So you just kind of went just gradually, not to push it too much. Hey,
Exactly.
Question about people in India. The food there, I know it's really high in carbohydrates, right?
Yep.
Like, have you ever been to America?
Yes, I have. I've been to Belfast, Maine. I've been to Boston, New York, and New York.
When you're in America and you probably have visited an Indian restaurant, right?
Yep.
Is it the same food as in India? No, it's not. Really? What's different?
Yeah. I mean, the taste, the spices that we use, it's entirely different. I mean, when it's cooked in India, you should taste it. I mean, I'm inviting you over. Please do come when you come. Please come over to my place. We'll treat you. It's a real good Indian food. And actually, we have a lot of sweets. I actually cut down on sweets. Refined sugar, no. I was actually a little bit addicted to alcohol. I mean, I used to drink over the weekends, like say Saturdays and Sundays is when like out with friends, alone time for myself. So I used to drink quite a bit. So I cut that out. So that's also helped in the weight loss as well. Apart from the other diet in place and the gradual increase in the intensity of the exercises that I've done. So all of this actually combined together, and it's something that I can actually do all my life. It's not something that I'm gonna just stop with. I just want to continue this lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle change. That's what I actually tell people. Everyone keep asking. I mean, you're losing so much of weight. It's just been about 2 months or 3 months or 4 months that we've seen you, and you've lost so much of weight. What's the secret? What diet are you on? It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle change. That's what I tell everyone. So I'm actually now referring a lot of people to watch your videos. I've actually created a Facebook page as well. It's called Reverse Unhealthy Lifestyle, where I share all of your videos and trying to help the people who are actually in the dark in terms of understanding how your body actually functions and what you actually need to give your body for it to function the way it should. Hell, my hair even started growing better.
Wow.
This diet. I mean, yeah, even I get compliments about my hair as well. So my hair started growing better. So overall, this last 11 months, at least the first half of it, me trying and striving to achieve it, and the last 6 months was pretty easy for me. I mean, I like the food that I eat. Initially, I got some pushback from my parents. You're not eating enough of rice because the staple in South India is the rice. So I actually got a lot of feedback from my parents and other people as well. You're not eating enough to actually go without a meal or something like that. You're overdoing your part is what they usually tell me. But then I actually tell them I'm not hungry. I eat when I'm hungry, and the meal that I eat, it's actually supposed to have all of the nutrients in it. It's actually so I get my carbs from the vegetable. I get my fats from eggs. I've got chicken. I've got fish. So I get my fats there and proteins from there as well. So the vitamins and minerals we get it from the vegetables itself. So it's a power packed meal that I have in the afternoon that has all of the nutrients that my body requires to function, to have to give to the cells, for its growth. So
in India, it's very like socially, you have a lot of social activities, you have a lot of cultural things that revolve around food. Is that true?
Yep. Very true. So you have these huge South Indian meals that you get at weddings. When you go to get-togethers, you have alcohol, you have sweets all around you. You have the rices, the different types of rices that they make. The variety rices and all of that. It's not actually tempting. I don't know for what odd reason. I'm actually content with the food I'm eating.
Wow.
Nothing that people eat in front of me is going to make me want the food that they're eating. I'm actually happy with it.
That's a good point I want to bring up, because that's a common thread with so many people. And when you have that state where you can compare before, when you're doing the carb thing, like you just like want all these carbs. When your body switches over, it's almost like you could really observe these addictions and these cravings that are not normal, basically. Our bodies aren't designed to consume the amount of glucose. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, you guys have a lot of probably diabetes and obesity in your country?
Yep. It's definitely through the roof. My mom's actually diabetic. I've tried to, talk her into cutting down sugars. She's stopped, the refined sugars. So I'm actually even, trying to brainwash her also into starting like a diet. There are a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people actually die because of diabetes. I mean, the death rates are pretty high. Blood pressure and diabetes are,
How is your blood pressure and your cholesterol now?
Oh yeah, I think 3 months into the program, my LDL was down. My triglycerides were perfectly fine. I checked all of that out, and I think it was a month ago where I actually visited one of the doctors, and I wanted them to get my BP checked. It was normal. My mom actually didn't trust that doctor. She said, let's go get a second opinion from another doctor. And I did that as well. A couple of days later, I went and checked out with another doctor as well. It's normal. And
your blood pressure?
It's perfectly normal. I've chucked all of the tablets out. I'm not taking any more medication for blood sugar. For blood pressure or cholesterol. Everything's normal. I'm losing weight in a slow pace manner. I think it's quite a bit, because it's been about 11 months now since I've actually started this. So everything is in place, and I'm actually it's definitely something that you can't stop. I mean, it's like you're addicted to it. It's like you want to see how far you can actually push your body.
Right.
I'm in that phase now. I'm doing so many things that I couldn't do. I got myself a bike. I'm going cycling all over. I can actually run now.
Wow.
Something that I couldn't do. All my schooling, all my university life. I'm able to do physical activities, go out trekking with my friends, climb up small hills and without like fatigue. So I'm basically in the best shape of my life.
Wow. So tell me, how tall are you?
6.
6'2"?
6.
6,
Exactly.
6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're 190 right now, or 193?
190. Yeah, 194, 195.
Great. Do you want to keep going, lose more weight, or are you happy with what you're?
I'm actually, I've started weight training as well, so to build up a little muscle. So the shoulders, the biceps, the triceps, the forearms. So like building up the upper body so that it looks a little toned. So that's also something that I've added in my workout phase.
Great.
So,
Have you had people around you that watched you and were impressed, and then all of a sudden they started doing the same thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I do have quite a bit of people at my workplace itself that look at me as a role model, like how I look at you as a role model. Old office mates, basically people that I've actually seen after a long time, and people that have actually seen me transform from where I was to actually what I am now. Everyone's really impressed, and I think some want to start this as a life change for them, but some people they keep asking me for tips and quick ways of losing it. This is not a really quick way. I mean, there's just no one way. It's the hard way, but when you get started, it's actually not that hard. I mean, it's
Right.
really simple.
Yeah,
I can do it. I think anyone can do it.
exactly. A couple little tips when you deal with people that will come up to you and say, "Well, how do I do it? What do I do? What's your secret?" I never ever tell them. I will say, "Well, let me ask you: are you willing to do what it takes? Like, get their commitment. Are you willing to change?" Because there's only those people that are willing to change that are going to do it. And then I'll actually send them to a video, because that way, instead of telling them what to do, if they understand the why behind it,
Yep.
then the doingness is easy, because then it makes sense to them versus, oh, let me just tell you what to eat. I've never had anyone follow that recommendation ever. So, like, I'll give you one example. And usually I'll get a call from, well, I'm a celebrity, or did a movie or something, I'm very important. They get me on the phone or something, and then well, if you can help me, I'll tell all my friends and blah, blah, blah. If I had a nickel for every time they said that, right? So I just learned that spend the time, I don't care who you are, watch the videos, learn yourself. I created the YouTube videos to help people like do it themselves, so they're not dependent on me, versus trying to go every 5 seconds, okay, what do I do next? I'm like, learn it for yourself. I mean, almost every little solution is in the videos. It's all there. You just have to spend the time and learn it. And there's a lot of extra information, especially if you have health problems, what to do if this happens or that. But I think you're a perfect example of just basically learning and applying and have it work. So that's awesome. Well done.
Thanks, Doc. Much appreciated.
Sure.
I mean, we really appreciate the work that you do. There's quite a bit of people that actually appreciate the work that you do. I mean, you're great. You're great. Yeah.
My pleasure. I mean, it's very fulfilling to. I'm in the perfect job. I live to help people. It's very fulfilling. I'm not happy unless I'm helping a lot of people. So I appreciate that.
Yep.
Well, thanks for the interview, and we'll do a post interview maybe in a couple months to kind of recap and see how you're doing. How about that?
Happy to do that.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day or night, wherever you are.
Night.
Oh, okay. Great. Okay. See ya.